What's up, everybody? It's Paul from Boosted Films, and in this video we're going to change the wiper blades on this 2022 Subaru Outback. There are a lot of different wiper blade options out there. The main thing is that you get the right size for your car, and I have the sizes listed on the screen here. In the front driver's side, we got a 26-inch, front passenger side is an 18-inch, and your rear wiper will be 16-inch. Starting in the front, you can see these blades have been pretty worn, pretty used, fallen apart, so should have been changed a while ago. Typically, I'd say you could change these about every year if you'd like. Lifting them up like this is putting them in what they call the service position, so we got them up. And again, 18-inch on the passenger side, 26-inch on the driver's side here. This is what I believe to be an OEM original blade, and the way this one disconnects is just by pushing this little piece in here and then sliding it up in this case, and that should pop out. I believe the style connection for this type of car is referred to as a narrow PTB. And with our new wiper out of the packaging, you can see we need to remove this protective cover. You can do that now, or you can do that after you have the wiper installed, whatever you'd like. Just make sure you take it off before you start using your wiper blades. Now again, depending on the blades you bought, this could be different, but with this Rain-X blade, it comes with this cover that you would remove. So this adapter cover can pretty much kind of just slide off, or you can pry on either side a little bit and it will eventually come off. So we're going to take this cover off. And then underneath that cover, you can see this other blue insert on this specific wiper blade here. This will be removed as well, again, since ours are more the narrow version of the wiper blades, or wiper arms in this case. And similar to the adapter cover, this should just kind of pop off. You could pry off each side. Otherwise, they also say you could kind of pinch towards the end, and then it should come off as well. But now that we have those two items out of the way, we can go ahead and install our new blade. Giving you a shot here where you can see the topmost layer here has kind of this protruding part that goes down. That's what we're going to use to lock it in place here in the hole. I will say, for whatever reason, the driver's side went a lot easier than passenger side for me on this one, but you should be able to line this up like I did and then just pull it down in place, give it an extra tug, and make sure it doesn't, want to just fall out right away. And you're really going to want to get to where that protruding point goes down in that hole, because that kind of helps lock it in place. And we'll touch on that a bit more on this other side here, because this passenger side was a bit more of a pain. Comparing the old to the new, just making sure we got our right length here. Again, 18-inch on this side. Similar process, whatever works for you. I know the service position is having this up all the way, but in this case, I just lifted it up a little bit, pushed that button, and then pulled it out towards me in this case. And then, of course, repeating the same process over here. You can remove that protector and then remove that adapter cover. And then pinch to remove this other blue connector part, or just slide it down to pull it off like I did. And this should work the same. It really should line up, obviously, the same as you did on the other side. But for whatever reason, this one was tighter for me. I'm not sure if it kind of got damaged at some point or something. But you will have to, if it's tight like this, you might have to use some sort of tool to squeeze the sides. For me, I had to kind of squeeze the sides with my fingers a little bit, and then also get a tool in there so I could just push these side pieces to get it started. For whatever reason, this one, again, was just a bit tighter on this side. Ideally, yours goes a lot easier than mine, but there's a reason I make these videos the way I do. I want to, tell you that, hey, this doesn't always go as smooth as a lot of people make things out to be. So hopefully me having issues will kind of help you, guide you through your potential issues if you have a similar one. But mainly just make sure that it's lined up, and then kind of, like I said, give it a squeeze to slide it in. From this shot here, you can tell that it's not actually in quite all the way. You can see how this part on top is popped up a little bit. That's telling me that it's not fully locked in. I don't think this would have fallen off anytime soon, but I do want to make sure that that gets locked in all the way. So I actually just utilized a screwdriver or something just to give it a couple taps, and that seemed to help get it on the rest of the way. Again, for whatever reason, pushing it in didn't seem to work super well. Perhaps I should have had this arm fully up, and then in the service position might have helped out. But here you can see how it is, now it's fully locked in. And if I lift up this other plastic piece, you can see how that middle section is fully in and has it locked in that hole. So it should be all set there on the front. Now we're going to move to the rear of the car, and this blade is a little bit different than the front. Again, we just lifted up off the glass to put it in the service position. And then this one was more of a twist back. You can note where I put my thumb there to just give it a gentle push and then push it off, and it kind of just pops out. That's the way I got this one to pop off pretty easily. Comparing again the old to the new, just making sure they look the same. You can see it's got those indentations where it kind of locks in, and of course that bar in the middle that we're going to get slide in place here as well. We get that bar that's in the middle of the blade into this groove where it falls into place, and just a second shot of doing that. What I ended up doing is actually really kind of twisting it and bringing it all the way up like this, and that's what seemed to work. And then twist it back down and eventually pop it in, and it'll kind of snap in place. And finally, removing that protective cover again as well. So there you go. It should be a pretty simple job, but of course sometimes this requires more force than you might think. And also you just might want to make sure, of course, before you're applying more force, that everything's kind of lined up and looking like it should. So hopefully you found this video helpful. Again, this was a 2022 Subaru Outback. This procedure is probably very similar for other Subarus. So if your Subaru is a similar make, model, or year, and the same process worked for you, if you want to leave a comment in the comment section down below, that could be useful to know for other people watching this video in the future as well. I'm also just a guy on YouTube who likes to document what he does, so there is a chance that I did something wrong or could have did something better. So I'm always open to that criticism as well. So if you want to let me know in the comments about something I could have done differently, or maybe a better way of doing things, or maybe a step that I missed, let me know that as well. But as always, this is Paul from Boosted Films, saying thanks so much for watching. I just want to say that domestic violence is never okay. If you or someone you know is experiencing issues with a partner and doesn't feel safe, please visit the website thehotline.org or call 1-800-799-SAFE.